We've done it, boys. We've actually done it. Are you ready? Brace yourself. I hope you're sitting down and you're ready for an erection, because we are about to sign Willie the Mighty Girth Cockburn, my friends. £1 million cash, all up front. Job done. He is joining us on the 1st of January. Very, very excited. I was just doing some scouting and stuff, preparing for the winter break, and I thought he was on my short list, and I was looking. I thought, I'll put in a bid. So I asked them how much they wanted. They wanted like 3.7 million or something like that. So I said, what about 500,000, as you do? And they said, no, what about slightly less, 3.2 million? Or I think I got them down to 2.7 million, I think was the lowest they went, with a 30% sell-on fee. And I went, all right, $1 million up front, non-negotiable. And they went, yeah, all right. So, which at that point you're happy, but then you're like, could I have got him for less then? Because I think what happened is in the little blurb bit when you signed them, it came up and said he requested to leave after the bid came in. He's not getting first team football at Hearts. So he was like, yeah, actually, I do want to go. So we are signing the mighty Willie Cockburn. It's costing us £1 million, but he's still only 22. He is a Scotland under 21 regular. He scored 6 goals. I think he's brilliant. He's a brilliant all-rounder. We've also signed a 36-year-old because, why not? Dennis, the man, 36 years old. He's only going to be with us for like 5 months. I've only signed a very short deal. He's got 139 caps for Romania. So in real life, he was at this Romanian club, Football Club FSB. And then he went to Roma for £2.2 million. And then he went to Crotone in Italy, definitely pronounced that correctly, for £1.5 million loan move. And then Huddersfield picked him up for £8 million. And he has been like a Premier League regular. Apart from that time they got relegated, but he banged in goals. Up until they went back down to the Championship, and then he went to Shakhtar for 3 seasons, and he was a regular there. So I thought I'd pick him up, a bit more depth. He can play as an advanced playmaker. He can also play on this right-hand side. And I've changed tactics for no real reason other than I just got bored and wanted to do something different. And also like to try and fit the players we've signed a little bit more. I'll take you through the tactic in a minute, but things are going pretty well. We're kind of beating the teams you'd expect and losing against the teams you'd expect. So we played a few games. Hibs was a great result, 4-2. Perez with a hat-trick and Ian Inns with a late goal as well. We were 2-0 up really early. Then we went 3-0 up, and then it was just all Hibs. And then they scored 2, and I started panicking. A little bit of wee came out, and then Innes got the lovely goal there. Motherwell, we beat them 1-0. They had a sending off. Dennis Royer. Then we lost to Rangers. Duncan Winters. It's not a big deal. 1-0 away to Rangers. Great result. And then Aberdeen, who are playing, I think they're playing really well. Ballymumba getting them goal, the Sunderland youngster. Then we beat Wraith. This is where we changed tactics. Wraith 3-1. Perez, Amrani and Inns. Beat Hearts 1-0. Sutherland, I think it might be Hearts at the top of the league. Ross County 3-0. Despite having a man, we were 0-0, had a man sent off after 35 minutes and won 3-0. Decent. And then Livingston, who are bottom of the league, this is actually a bit disappointing, this result. They went 1-0 up. We equalised pretty early with Perez. They scored again. Big Steve scored a penalty, and then we couldn't find the winner. But overall, it's looking very good. We're in this sort of Motherwell just sort of drifting off. If we can form a peloton of 5 breakaway teams, then that'd be great, because that's like guaranteed Europe. If we can just cut Motherwell adrift and Wraith, and we'll be fine. Unfortunately, Dennis the Man can't play for us at the moment. What was nice is that he was available on a free contract, so I was on a free transfer, so I signed him. And because the transfer window's not open, he doesn't join, but there was an option to bring him in on trial before he comes. So I thought that's actually quite cool. Not seen that before. So here, lovely. Here's the new tactic. The style is very similar, But what we're doing is trying to get our... Because the inside wingers are very hard to find, as we know. There's actually 47 in the world that I know of that can actually play as an inverted winger. And 47, and I think at least 43 of them were like half star or 1 star potential. So slim pickings, and I'm like, you know what, let's go inside forwards. Let's go one up top, inside forwards, especially because McLean was still out injured, so he's only just coming back from injury. And that leaves Big Steve, who I'm trying to get more involved. We're going to retrain him as a inverted winger. No, inside forward on the right-hand side. And also that allows us to play Royer, our youngster, on the left-hand side as well, which is good. And yeah, I think it suits the team, and we're just going to give it a go. We're just going to win it. It seems to be working so far. It does leave us a little bit weak in central midfield, so we'll probably have to, if we're going to stick with it, we'll probably have to look to signing another central midfielder, because we only really have 4 until Dennis the Man gets in. But it's all looking good. That does mean that we will be, obviously the signing of Willie Cockburn does mean that our backup sort of centre-back, Brendan Rooney, is going to be leaving us very, very soon. So... hopefully I think we signed him for 93 grand, so hopefully we'll get our money back on him. That's the kind of goal. If we can get 100 grand, that'd be lovely. Right. Celtic, welcome. Attempt number 17, it feels like. We're going to win this game. I'm calling it now. We're winning this game. I think it's quite surprising how good the top teams are in that Willie Cockburn doesn't get a kick for Hearts, who are 5th. And we're like, this guy's a fucking monster. We've got to get him in. Here we go. This is the counter-attack of dreams. Watch them lose it. Kovacic is going to lose it. Yep, he's going to kick it to one. No, that Huth's going to kick it to one of our guys. Okay, this one. Yeah, he's going to... No. Okay, this guy's Oh, I thought it was curling in. Nothing to worry about, boys. 20 minutes. Not even had a shot on target. I did an interesting tweet a few days ago on Twitter, because that's where tweets go. Hang on, we're just going to score from this. Just need to pay attention. McDonald nods it down. Oh, I thought we could... No. Yeah, we got 4 men back. It's all good. Because there was a hashtag going around called Glazers Out, which are the Man United owners. And if you don't know, basically they're rich and they're using Man United rather than a sort of investment and investing in the team. They're sort of sucking the money out of the team. They're making it. Man United are making a shit ton of money, but they are taking money out. They've got lots of debt, which they should never be in debt. And I tweeted in sort of solidarity, even though I'm a Liverpool fan. I sort of tweeted out the hashtag and said basically my piece was, even though I hate Man United as a Liverpool fan, bad owners in football is always a bad thing. Doesn't matter who they are and stuff like that. And, got a lot of support, but there was lots of people having massive arguments, generally with each other, in the replies and stuff like that. Being usual football fan bollocks. And, hang on, we're just going to score. Just hold that thought 1 second. Eventually. Oh, what a ball that is. He's got to finish it. And, I tweeted it out, and there was a few people saying, like, oh, but, there's other teams in a worse position, like Bolton and other teams and stuff. And I'm like, I never quite get that argument, because that's like saying, well, because somebody's in a worse position, then they should be grateful. It's like, well, no, that's terrible as well. It's all terrible. Having bad owners for any club anywhere is terrible. And sort of, I think one person maybe sort of said, how could you say that as a Liverpool fan? It's like, I would love, right? And Man United fans, you'll agree with me here, the other way. I would love it if Man United made terrible signings and they got a shit manager and they got relegated. I would find that hilarious as a Liverpool fan. But I want it to be for footballing reasons. I don't want it to be for some absolute knobhead American owners that don't know how to run a club and are just sucking the life out of it. I'd want to beat Man United fair and square, not because they've got a shit ton of debt. Right, okay, Inns and McLean. I'd love to just smash Man United because we're better than them. 0-0 draw, boys. They've had one shot. Oh, I shouldn't. Forget that. I didn't mean that. Sorry, game. Sorry, I didn't. Oh, it's free kick. But yeah, I thought it was interesting to tweet out. And like I said, there's lots of badly run football teams with terrible owners. And I think they should all go. Even if it's a team I dislike, I think just it's never good for football. Football is the sport I love. Yes, Liverpool is the team I love, but I love football, and I wish there wasn't bad owners in the game. As simple as that. So I can always support a cause that gets rid of a terrible owner, no matter who they play for. It's an own goal from Nicola Bellini. It's that people complain about those female goalkeepers again, isn't it? Nicola. His actual name is Nicola. Amazing. Are we going to beat Celtic because of a 1-0 own goal? Oh, bless him. Just don't do anything, boys. Just sit back. Just breathe it in. Hey, Barry Bannon. How's that going? Hey, how's that going? How's the... Yeah, it's good. It's not a nice feeling, is it? Look at all these Scottish players I've got. Beating your poor little Celtic. Barry Bannon, sad. I wonder if, on that note, I wonder if Neil Lennon's been sacked from Holland yet. Should we have a look? They'll probably wait until there's a tournament, won't they? And what are the odds that he'll go back to Celtic? He's still manager of Holland. Okay, they've not got any games until ages. Okay, fair enough. Oh, Celtic have lost top spot. I wonder how that happened. Unbeaten record. Even worse, it helped Rangers go back to the top of the league. We're doing all right, boys. I'm not saying we're on for a title challenge. I don't think we're quite there yet. However, in 7 days' time, when Willie Cockburn arrives, we're 1 or 2 steps away yet. I think another 3 or 4 signings, maybe next year, but we'll try. Right, on to the second game. We're playing Dundee, I believe. Don't know, I've just gone northern. Yeah, Dundee. Right, thank you very much for... Why did I start doing my outro? But after just saying there was another game. Thank you very much for watching part 1. Now, let's edit to part 2 with my superior editing. Right then, now we're pretty much the best team in Scotland. Let's just sweep aside Dundee. They're just a poor man's Dundee United. That'll get a few people riled in the comments. I don't even know who's better, to be honest. Right. Hancock's going to come in because Shanaj is knackered. Oh, Danny McDonald, is he cutting it anymore? The captain. With his 6 heading. He's playing all right in the league. He's crap in the cup, I guess. We've got to persevere. And when he's taken a knock. That's not ideal. What's wrong with you? Not going to tell me, all right? A secretive injury. Gallagher's back, though. That's good. I think we'll chuck him straight in. Sutherland also. He's on the turn. Bless him. 12 grand. What a pickup that is for 12 grand. Big Steve. I'm playing Ian Inns. That's it. You're not doing Big Steve, eh? It's not a holiday. Just popping over from Holland for a year. Just to enjoy Ben Nevis and shit. And the midges. I can't wait. I'm so excited. So unnecessarily excited about having Willie Cockburn. Admittedly, it's 90% for his name. But he's also a really good player. Like, he's a solid player. And weirdly, the thing I'm most surprised about this season is Mike Fullerton, the 20-year-old, he's just turned 20. He's turning out to be our best centre-back this season so far. All right, come on, boys. Come on, it's Dundee. So with this style, it's the same sort of gegenpressing style with attacking wing backs and and the inside forwards obviously cutting inside to almost make it a front three, or usually front two. One of them's normally, crossing the ball or supplying it and stuff. So it's not changed drastically. That's not the best ball. Only one thing I have changed is I've taken off look for overlap, because sometimes I find with look for overlap is that a player will be on the attack through the middle. Is this loud? A player will be on the attack through the middle, and then instead of just like shooting or passing, threading it through, they'll ping it out to the wing because that's what you've told them to do. So naturally, because we have wing-backs that are bombing on forward, they should just pass to them a bit more naturally, but not all like force them to. And it seems to be working so far. Right, Royer. That's a good attempt. Oh, Perez, what a touch. Oh, disgusting, you dirty boy, Perez. That's not allowed, is it? Come on, what was that? Royer with the assist on his right peg as well. Look at this touch. Oh, and the second touch just to get it out of his feet and around the goalkeeper was stunning. 11th goal of the season for Perez. He's about as good as we expected. But what does that mean for McLean? The good thing is Perez can play as an inside forward as well. That was sort of my thinking, is that we're not just saying, oh no, McLean's just going to be a backup striker now. Deal with it. That's not a sending off. That's not a... Okay, thank fuck for that. Oh, it is a sending off. It's not. He wasn't last man. The captain. The captain. Who's the captain? Who's the captain? Okay, that's awkward. Deal with it. Block it. Block that one. Get rid. Okay, this is suddenly going to take a bit of a turn, boys. What looked to be a pretty solid 1-0, confident, comfortable performance. They've barely had a chance. Is now going to be a bit of hanging on. I feel like that sending off was harsh. Wait! Yes, Gallagher. Williams. It's desperate. It's desperate stuff. Oh, there's 3 people chasing him. Oh, hello. Letting him know you're there. Get it? Dog's having a drink. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Unlucky. Kept it, though. Hancock. Gallagher. Into Perez. Nice. Inns. I thought you kept it in then. I'll go McLean up front. Gallagher's having a bit of a mare. Score a second. No, we're not even going to see it. Here we go. It was just delayed. Go on. Royer. Don't lose it here because it's 3-on-2 otherwise. Inns. Nice. Keep control well. Into the middle. Sutherland. Oh, he's rolling back the years. He's fighting for his place in the squad. His future is starting to look a little bit uncertain. I think he's... Even if he loses that first team spot, I think he's definitely good enough to be, back up for the next couple of years. He's not somebody we need to just get rid of. Into the middle. There we go. McManus. Left peg. Come on. I think we might actually be better with 10 men. To be honest. I did originally, when I made the tactic, instead of having the defensive midfielder, I was going to have a number 10. But I still don't have a massive amount of luck with number 10s, to be honest. But at least that allows us the room that then if we want to go, we're down in the game, that we want to go more attacking, we can just swap those 2 over. Comfortable. Oh, that's a good touch. Oh, that's a great finish. Concentrate. That was a decent finish. Look at this. Did this weird turn around the corner. Oh, he absolutely done him. And then beautiful finish. But we're going to score from a corner, so it doesn't matter. Jovanovic nods it down. McManus taps it in. It's 3-1. We were just giving him a little, oh, look, you got a goal. Did you a bit of hope? Fuck off. That's how we roll. Right. Quite a few yellow cards. And I've added a couple of individual instructions to players. I don't tend to normally do a massive amount of individual instructions, but basically what I've told is both inside forwards, I've told them to mark even tighter. So like we're already playing a high press, but I'm like run around and get the fucking ball back is basically the tactic. Right, there you go. Couple of easy wins against two little Scottish teams. Nothing to worry about. Man and Cockburn are joining us in a few days' time, which there'll be much rejoicing. I'm going to appeal because why not? McManus gets 2 goals. Well done, sir. So I'm not going to do much in the transfer window, mostly because we spent most of our money, but also because I think we just need another central midfielder. I might even try and get a loanee, unless I can find somebody that's really going to be a game changer, or just some sort of random dude. We don't need a first team as much as somebody that can just fill the role, really. We need probably like a ball-winning midfielder or a defensive midfielder. They're very similar attributes, so somebody that can play both those positions would be massive. Right, there we go, my friends. We have a look at the league table. Not bad, is it? 19 games played. We're 2 points off Celtic. We're 4 points off Rangers. All is looking good. Cockburn is joining us, and the man is here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.